What's up, everyone? Sid Misra here, Certified Financial Planner. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I'm back here with another episode of Ask a Financial Advisor, where I answer the questions sent in by my clients, the readers of my newsletter, and you, the viewers of my YouTube channel. Now, the next question that I got is very relevant to the times that we're living in right now. It's June 2022, a lot of volatility and a lot of talk about recession. So let's get into the question that we're going to be answering. I keep seeing in the news that we are headed for a recession, if not already in one right now. It may be too late right now, but in preparation for the next inevitable downturn, what can I do to recession-proof my finances? Great question, and one that I think is super important for, as many people as possible who watch this, right? What can we do to put ourselves in a better financial position? Now, before we get into it, I want you to note that there's no guarantee that everything that I'm going to tell you in this video is going to prevent you from feeling the effects of a recession. Recessions are far-reaching, they have a lot of consequences, and so what I'm going to explain to you here are different ways that you can better prepare for a recession and have a better financial foundation to help see you through those tough times. Again, it's not a guarantee that you won't feel the effects of a recession, but it will help better prepare you for one. And one last note, if you have some concerns about the market, if you're just worried about it in general and you need someone to talk to, I'm always available to have a conversation, just to listen, or for someone to give you some advice if you'd like as well, just to bounce some ideas. I'm always happy to do that. So before we talk about a recession, what exactly is a recession? Well, a recession is a slowdown of general economic activity over 2 quarters, right, or 6 months. And so what you're seeing is businesses have less customers, they're moving less product, or having less services done. And so that's causing a general slowdown in the economy because to cut costs, they're going to start cutting employment, they're going to start laying people off. And so one of the effects of that general slowdown is job loss, or the uncertainty of having your job and the security that comes with that. So job loss and uncertainty are huge effects of a recession, but I want you guys to know this. Recessions are pretty common. According to the financial publication Kiplinger, since 1857, recessions happen every 3 to 5 years on average. And so these are things that are part of a normal market cycle. And if we can prepare for them, we're going to be a lot better off for it because they will continue to happen. So I have 3 things that you can do to better prepare for a recession. The first one is having an adequate emergency fund. That is money in cash, not invested, that is easily accessible to you in case of an emergency. During a recession, like I mentioned, job loss is a huge thing that happens. If you don't have enough cash available to cover you losing your job or your spouse losing your job or, worst case scenario, both of you losing your jobs, you're going to have to start putting things on your credit card. You're going to have to start taking money out of your investments. So having a cash reserve that can cover those expenses while you're looking for a new job, while you're trying to figure out the next steps, is going to be very, very important. The second thing that you can do to better prepare yourself for a recession is having an investment plan. A lot of people look at their investments, and when there's a recession or a downturn, they panic and sell, and they kind of lose their minds a little bit because they don't have a plan. What do you want to accomplish, and what investments will help get you to that point? Those are the questions that you should be asking when you're investing. And when you ask those questions and you've set yourself up that way, even if there's an economic downturn, you figured out your time frame and your risk tolerance, and you understand that this may be just a bump in the road, and this doesn't affect my larger overall goal. And so I don't have to make any moves that are not necessary. Again, you want to have a plan to prevent you from making emotional decisions. The people that don't have a plan, that haven't figured out what their risk tolerance is or their time frame or what this investment is actually supposed to be doing in regards to getting me to my goal, if you haven't figured that out, those people, whenever there's a sign of uncertainty, whenever there's some volatility in the market, they are going to panic and they're going to make a bad decision. So having a plan is going to help prevent us from making a bad investment decision. And the third thing that you can be doing to help better position yourself for an economic downturn or a recession is focusing on your career and earnings opportunities. One of the best pieces of advice I ever got was you can't guarantee employment, but you can try to guarantee employability. So what are you doing to make yourself valuable to the company that you're working for? What are you doing to make sure that you're the last person that they think about when it comes to, cutting jobs? And obviously you can't control that, but then on top of that, what are you doing to make sure that you are sought after as an employee, that you have the skills that are going to translate to the jobs that people are looking to fill, the skills that are necessary to get the things done over the next decade, right? What are you doing to continue to learn and put yourself in a better position to be valuable to an employer? Now that includes education, like I mentioned, getting certifications, making sure your resume is up to date, being on LinkedIn and trying to network. These are all things that you can be doing that if a recession or a downturn happened, it puts you in a better position to handle a possible job loss. And it's also a great way to try to position yourself to earn more money because as we've seen in research, the people that leave jobs and go to other companies, they're the ones that are actually getting the pay bumps that can outpace inflation. So making sure that you're employable is going to be something that's super valuable to help position yourself to handle some sort of economic downturn or recession. And this is a good opportunity to reassess and reevaluate your finances, reevaluate your career and your job and your skills, and to sit down and kind of figure out what you're doing. Are you secure in all of that, and what you can be doing to improve on that situation? And if you have questions, you need to find those answers. And if you can't figure out the answers, you need to find a trusted professional that can help you do that. This is too important, trying to figure out your investment plan, trying to make sure you have enough in your cash reserves to handle some sort of emergency. Those are things that a professional can help you do. So make sure you have those things taken care of before a downturn happens so that you're prepared the next time it does. I hope this episode of Ask a Financial Advisor was valuable. I hope you got some good information out of it. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you found it valuable, please hit the like button so that YouTube can push this to other people. And also, please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. Thank you so much for tuning in again. I really appreciate it. And stay tuned because I got a lot more videos coming. Bye-bye.